Our next speaker is Mark Skipper. He worked 25 years as a professional fundraiser for Boy Scouts of America and WD College. In 2013, Mark left fundraising and jumped into the world of entrepreneurialism and started MAS Office Cleaners. He's an active member of Toastmasters. He served as president of TikTokers Club during the 2018-2019 year. And he is currently serving as the Northwest Metro Club president in Maple Grove. Mark has competed the past 3 years in the International Speech Contest, and he won the District 6 title in 2017. His desire to become an inspirational speaker was motivation to rejoin Toastmasters in 2016. Mark said it was time to stop daydreaming about it and make it happen. His first professional speech was given this year at Park Nicollet Health Services. Please help me welcome Mark Skipper.
I'm sitting right here in this chair, and I'm listening to all the speakers before me, and it takes me back to when I was in the 7th grade. This is Warburg Park Middle School. I'm sitting in my chair. Very pleasant day, but I am sweating like a pig at a barbecue. Now, why am I sweating?
Bacon.
That's right, bacon. But the reason I'm sweating, because it is my turn next to stand up in front of my class and give a report. I can guarantee from the day I was born, I had what was called, or what is called, glossophobia. Petrified of standing up in front of people and opening my mouth. On top of that, I am an introvert. I'm more comfortable going to the side and standing there as opposed to talking to people and speaking. I didn't want to be that 7th grader anymore. But all the way through high school, through college, even into my first job, I was still that little boy in the 7th grade, petrified of standing up to speak. But when I got that first job, I'm working at the Boy Scouts. And let me tell you, I don't know what I was thinking. Because the job that I had to stand up in front of people and speak. So I had to make a decision. If I wanted to be able to pay my bills, have food to eat, I would have to figure out how to overcome my fear of speaking. I got up the first time, and I have a room filled with parents just like people that are in here now, trying to convince them of why their sons should be a part of the Boy Scout program. I can tell you the entire time, my heart is moving like this. I'm sweating. Once again, I'm back in the 7th grade. But you know what I found out? Is that after doing that 2, 3, 4, 5 times, it got a little easier. I was still sweating, but not quite as much as I was that first time when I stood up in front of those parents. So the first thing that I learned was that the more you do something, the easier it gets. So I got to the point that I overcame the fear of standing up in front of people. And I started to now pay attention to other people that were speaking. We used to have these all-day staff meetings when I worked for the Boy Scouts. When I say all day, I mean 8-hour all-day type staff meetings. And out of that entire time, there was this one person who was a senior manager that was with the Boy Scouts, that whenever he got to speak, he always had my attention 100%. His name was Mike Salgrove. Mike had to be at least 300 pounds, but it was a solid 300 pounds. When he would speak, he'd stand with his hands like this, his fingers Looked like cucumbers, they were so thick. But Mike was a fantastic speaker. One of the things that Mike did extremely well is that he created pictures when he spoke. His words had weight to them. They had color to them. Mike wouldn't just say, "Oh, I have a craving for an apple." No. Mike would say, "I have a craving for a juicy, plump, ripe apple." He just always had me 100% focused because of how well he spoke. And I began to take notes. I said, wow, I want to speak like Mike does. Because one of the things I had seen and I had read was that people that speak well tend to do better within their careers. So as I said, I continued to write notes on Mike. Another person that I worked with suggested, you need to start reading motivational books. And I started doing that. And I came across this guy who had this funny, really funny name. Name started with a Z. Zig Ziglar. I read some of his books, got really excited. Then I started listening to some of his tapes. And once again, like Mike, he was great at creating pictures with his words. He used those pauses in such a way that when he would say something important, it would just sink in. And after really listening to his tape, I started getting this bug of, this is what I want to do. To be able to inspire and motivate people with the colorful words that I use. So I said that for a long time. So now I'm 10, 15 years working for the Boy Scouts. Then I leave and go to another organization. And in 2016, I said to myself, you know, I want to be a professional speaker. And I've been saying that now for the last 15 years. What am I doing about it? And the answer at the time was nothing. So the first thing that I did was that I took my dad's advice. My dad told me, as I was about to graduate from college, as we're standing in the driveway of our home, we're standing there, and my dad just looks over his right and says, Mark, you need to join Toastmasters. And then he turned back and looked straight ahead. Well, eventually I joined Toastmasters. And Toastmasters helped me to have the confidence to not only stand up and speak in front of people, but it taught me the different skills to be a better speaker, using the pauses, getting rid of those filler words, engaging the audience. I started competing in competitions. And one of the things I found that it gave me more and more confidence that I could really do this. So I asked my question again this year. So now you have the confidence. What are you doing about it? And the answer still was, I haven't taken the next step. So for me, the next step was to get out there and speak and actually get paid at doing that. And the first job that I got was because of networking. One of the things that I did over the course of the last 7 years of building my cleaning businesses, I did a lot of networking with people. So I thought, why don't I use this as well on helping me to get speaking opportunities? So that's how I got my first opportunity. Second thing that I do, as far as not only just speaking, but helping other people to overcome their fears and develop their speaking skills. Once again, networking helped me to get that first job, that first client that I now have. So Toastmasters has helped me significantly of having the confidence to making the step, then using the networking to help me to get those first opportunities. And there's a lot more that I would love to share or could tell you. One of those is using LinkedIn. So now I post every Tuesday morning how to speak better than your CEO. And the whole purpose is just to become, for people that are in my circle, to be aware that this is now the direction that I'm taking. So I would love to speak to you afterwards about some of the things that I'm doing in hopes that it may be able to help you as well. I will not end with a quote.